front wing, damage to your front wing. Suggest we box to change it.
With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race. Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino that first opened in 1863. And of course, a certain road race first held in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. The prestigious Circuit de Monaco, then, is not all that dissimilar today to the layout that made its debut almost a century ago. It's 2 miles and 19 corners through the streets of Monte Carlo. And although the average lap speed of around 93 miles per hour is the lowest of the season, the tiny margins for error make it the natural habitat of the safety car. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Brad Benavidez lines up on pole position, and Ollie Behrman completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Crawford, Richard Verschoor, Golden Boy, Iwasa, Joe, Martins, Vesti, Leclerc, Hadja, Stanek, Albon, Boschung, Cordial, Correa, Miney, Ocon, Novalak, Hauger, Bottas and Théo Pourchaire. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today. Well, it's been a long time since I last worked with you. Good to see you again today, Anthony Davidson. Now, sadly, things didn't work out for them last time. It was a bad race. Question is, though, can they recover today?
Yes, they can, Crofty. You've got to put it behind you. Whatever happened last time, I was always told as a driver, park it, forget about it. Obviously, feel the pain when it happens, but then you can't dwell on it and carry that through to the next race. So put it behind you and just crack on with this race coming your way now.
The formation lap gets underway then, and it's going to be interesting today to see how the dry conditions could affect the lifespan of the tyres. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can, and they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, failing that, within the points.
Okay, you have a lot of front wing damage. Box for a new one. Okay, off we go, back into the race. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. That was our last stop, no more scheduled pit stops, let's go. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. For a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy. Okay, Jack's coming in for his stop now. Ocon's in the pits. Okay, gap ahead, 8.8 seconds. ERS is low, ERS is low. Consider changing mode on your MFD or lift a little with gentle braking into corners to recharge it. Okay, the safety car is out. Safety car is out. We need to... Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure... Okay. Track resulting in loose debris. Marshals have managed to clear it up in time and there are so far no plans for a safety car. Okay, this is a safety... So let's think very carefully about our strategy for the rest of this race. I know this feels a bit like deja vu here, but there's a good opportunity to get this start spot on. Come on. Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. DRS has been enabled, DRS is now enabled. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. You're running P9, keep going. Esti ahead. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Hadges behind you. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on fresh hards. The distance to the leader, 8.4 seconds. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go. Okay, 12 laps to go. Okay, Hadja behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 2 laps old. The car behind has some damage to its front wing, but pace is currently unaffected. And the time last lap, 1:13.5. Gap on the car behind by around a second a lap. You know what to do. Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 11.0 seconds. Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 2.7 seconds. Sat in 6th. Shoes ahead of you now. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Okay, that's enough to justify a stop in the remaining laps. P6, you got P6. Zhu ahead. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Leclerc's behind you. Okay, they're on old softs. Our gap to first place, 17.0 seconds. Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Takes the checkered flag to win.
I mean, it looked like they were in a different category at points during the race, led every lap. I mean, what more can we say?
at that, they're making their way out onto the podium now. Great race from the McLaren team, and I'm very happy to see them there on that top step of the podium. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Our income's solid at the moment. Thanks. I appreciate you taking the time to help out. Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend. You handled that well. Thank you. Thanks for dealing with that. The department appreciates it. Not an easy decision, but you handled it well. Thanks.
It's a Catalonian qualifying for you today. Welcome along to Spain, to Barcelona, and wherever you are in the world, do you feel the need? The need for speed?
Here's a quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are Bearman, Crawford, Benavides, Iwasa and Vishur. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Albon, Martins and Correa, and just behind us are Cordeal, Leclerc and Ocon. The fastest lap at the moment, 1 minute 10.5.
With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race. So many eventful races here in Barcelona over the years. Do you remember Max Verstappen's first win on debut for Red Bull here in 2016? 2 years before, we had the dramatic coming together of Hamilton and Rosberg going towards turn 4. There's always a treat in store as we head back to the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya for the Spanish Grand Prix. It's an updated track at Catalunya, and the popular opinion in the paddock is that we never wanted the chicane in the first place. That's now been gone, the final corner is much faster, and at 2.9 miles and 14 turns, we await the Spanish Grand Prix. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Ollie Bearman lines up on pole position, and Brad Benavides completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Crawford, Golden Boy, Iwasa, Vesti, Richard Vachor, Stanek, Albon, Joe, Hadja, Cordeal, Boschung, Correa, Leclerc, Martins, Ocon, Teo Pourchaire, Bottas, Novalak, Miney, and Dennis Hauger. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend, Anthony Davidson. Now I'll be generous here, it's not that long ago that you were racing and entertaining us on a Sunday. Here we go then, the formation lap gets underway and the excitement here is building as we near ever closer to the start of the race. Which team will come out on top? Who's got their strategies right for today's race? Well, we'll soon find out. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can, and they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, and failing that, within the points. their name to the long list of British winners in Formula One. Here is Ollie Behrman.
They led from lights out to the flag at the end, and their race victory was never in doubt, was it? Brilliant stuff by them.
As the winners make their way up to the podium, one can only imagine the celebrations that will take place at McLaren tonight. Congratulations to everyone on the team, securing the win and proving that they're a force to be reckoned with out on the track. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.
Morning, boss. This week's income from the sponsors is cleared, and we're making good profit against our running costs. Thanks for handling that.